Good morning, ladies. Welcome. Yoga Pilates. It's a 2-for-1 today. Amy and I are co-teaching Pilates and yoga for back pain. So Amy's going to kick us off with a little meditation, a little slow flow, and then I'm going to work us through some more of the Pilates spinal mobility and core strength. And Amy will finish us off with a little cool down and a nice Shavasana by the pool. Are we ready? All right.
Okay. Yep. So we're going to start in a little bit of a meditation here. Let's begin in child's pose today, actually. So we'll take our knees wide. The toes can be close. They don't need to touch. And then a couple options. You can just stack your fists on top of each other. Let your forehead rest down. Or maybe you want to extend the arms all the way, releasing the chest and the forehead down. Take those knees really wide. Sit the hips back. And just take a few breaths here, allowing yourself to become centered. Feeling the weight of your body on your mat. All those pressure points grounding you down. And take a moment to notice how you're feeling this morning. Maybe you're feeling tired or anxious. Maybe you feel excited or calm, content. Whatever it is, just acknowledge it without judgment. Knowing that each day you have a new opportunity to set an intention for that day. Taking this moment to think of something that maybe you need right now in this exact moment, or maybe just in the near future. On your next inhale, take a deep breath in, expanding your lungs into the sides, into your back. Feeling how far down you can feel that breath. And as you release that exhale, allow your muscles to soften a little bit. Deep breath in, expand the lungs. See how far down you can sense that breath into the pelvis. And as you exhale, releasing all the muscles on your face, in your jaw. If your arms aren't extended, go ahead and extend them real quick. As we take our next breath in, we're going to tuck the pelvis underneath. You're going to roll up the spine as you lift the hips up, coming to a tabletop position. And then relax the belly, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Inhale and exhale. Let the hips sit all the way back as the chest and forehead release back down. Inhale, roll up the spine. Coming to tabletop. Let the belly relax. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, release back. Good. One more time. Inhale, come up. And exhale, release back. We're going to walk the hands over to the right side. Let the forehead and chest release down. Deep inhale. Let the chest lift up. And then exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, round the shoulders, tuck the chin, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, slowly walk those hands all the way up to an upright position. We're going to take the right hand behind us. Left hand can go to the right leg, or if you are pregnant, expecting a child, keep that left hand on the left leg. Inhale, extend through the crown of the head, and then exhale, twist over to the right. Deep inhale. Exhale, see if you can breathe out of the belly and extend that twist a little bit more. Good. Slowly release your twist. Walk the hands back out to the right. And then we'll move them through center to the left. That wave motion with the spine again. Inhale, round the back, lift the chest, lift the gaze. And then exhale, release back down. Inhale, roll up. And exhale, release. Inhale, walk the arms and hands and body all the way up. Left hand comes behind, right hand comes to the right leg or the left leg. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale, expand. Exhale, breathe that breath out of the belly. Little more twist. Good. Slowly release that twist. We're going to take the hands down in front of us. Knees are going to come underneath the hips. Tuck the toes, and then we're going to send the hips to the ceiling as the chest comes to the thighs, coming to down dog. From here, we're going to take the gaze between the hands, bend the knees, and slowly walk the feet to the hands. Inhale, we're going to bring to a flat back. Hands can come to the shins or the thighs, lengthen through the crown of the head. And then exhale, release the chest down. With your inhalation, we're going to power all the way back up. Arms are going to come up overhead. And then exhale, we're going to take the right hand behind us. Left hand goes to the front. Gaze can go back. Inhale, arms are going to come up overhead. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we're going to bend the elbows, draw those shoulder blades down the back, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Take your time, leading with the chest as you release down. Inhale, hands come to shins. Flat back, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, release down. As we inhale up, we're going to come all the way back up. And then exhale, we're going to sit back in a chair. Keeping those knees so that they're tracking over the toes. Sitting all the way back. Keeping that natural curve in the lower spine. Core is hugging in. Deep inhale. Exhale out. Inhale, stand all the way up. Palms come together. Good. We're going to flow through that a couple more times. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, right arm comes back, left arm goes forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, switch to the other side. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, bend those elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinging at the waist. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, let's bring those arms all the way up overhead. And exhale, sink down into chair. See if you can get a little bit lower. Weights in the heels, toes should be really light here. Deep inhale. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, stand all the way up. Hands come to heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right arm comes back. Left arm forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, open to the other side. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. And exhale, release down. Inhale, swoop the arms up. Sit the hips back into chair. Deep inhale. Exhale, get down a little further. Inhale here. Exhale, stand all the way up. Palms come to heart center. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to flat back, find length. Exhale, we're going to plant those hands, and then we're going to step back to down dog. Feet are about hip distance apart. You're pressing the chest to the thighs, gaze between the legs. Take a moment, pedal those feet out, bending one knee, pressing one heel down, and then switching back and forth. Really opening into the back body. Reconnecting to the breath here. Good. Press both heels down towards the mat. Find stillness for a moment. And then from here, we're going to slowly walk the hands back to the feet. Keeping this forward fold, take the feet as wide as the mat and let your head just release down. If you need to, you can take your forearms to your thighs. Otherwise, grab opposite elbows and allow your body to just sway from one side to the next.
Take one more full deep breath in here. And exhale, release those hands down to the mat with a soft bend in your knees. We're going to walk our hands forward, making our way back to all fours, tabletop position. Let's come into a gentle cat and cow here as we inhale, release the tummy muscles, lift the chin, lift the tail, look up. And then exhale, rounding out the spine, scoop the belly in, push the mat away. Starting to feel that nice movement through your pelvis and your spine, inhaling into cow. And then a nice gentle exhaling into cat. Feel the hands rooted down into the earth. Inhale, one more time into cow. And exhale, rounding into cat. Let's come into flat back here, nice neutral spine. Coming into our transverse abdominal breath here as we inhale, we want to release the tummy muscles out without arching the back now. And then as you exhale, zip the tummy muscles up, scooping the belly button to the sky. Inhale, releasing the core. And then as you're exhaling, drawing the belly muscles in and up. Almost feel those hands pushing down into your mat as you feel those tummy muscles draw up and in. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale to release. And then exhale, just feeling the wrapping, the scooping, the engaging in your center without any other movement. Last time, inhale to release. And then exhale, drawing in and up. If you are expecting, you're going to feel like you're giving baby a hug here as you hold, finding our spinal balance. As we inhale, extend your right arm forward and your left leg back here. Go ahead and keep the hips nice and level. Almost feels like you're rolling your thigh bone in to keep that left hip squared down, almost as if you're balancing a glass of water on your sacrum. We want to keep those tummy muscles connected, a soft, gentle release of the shoulders away from the ears, and then try not to lock out that left elbow. Keep a soft bend so we're not hanging in our joints here. We're going to come into a little elbow to knee squeeze, rounding out the back as much as you can. Draw in as you exhale. Feeling those tummy muscles lift and inhale, stretch for length here, not height. Exhale, just a little round and curl. One more time, lengthen the length of your mat, reach away from your center, and then exhale, draw into your center, and then hold until you're empty, and we'll release the hand and knee down there. Second side, left arm, right leg. Inhale, extend. Holding here just in the spinal balance. Again, checking the shoulders, kind of give your shoulders a little roll up, down, and back, and feel them move away from your ears. That thigh bone is rolled in. The tummy muscles are lifted. Let's prepare with an inhale. And then as you exhale, just a slow elbow to knee. Inhale, extending away. Exhale, drawing in. Go for length as you inhale, stretch and feel the expansion. One more time, empty all the breath out, and let's go ahead and release down here. Go ahead and lift your knees up to a hovering bear crawl here, and we're just going to slowly inch those feet forward, and then make your way down onto your bottom here. Feet are going to come out to the front edge of your mat. hands are gonna lightly grab hold behind your knees. You're gonna sit up nice and tall. You wanna feel like you're rising up on your sits bones and open your knees as much as you need to make sure that your hip flexors feel comfortable and relaxed. As you exhale, you wanna locate those lower core muscles. So you're gonna start to draw the lower abdominal muscles back, and I want you to feel just this tiny rock off your sits bones more towards your buttocks now. So you should feel more that you're on muscles versus joints. Inhale, we're gonna come back up, really focus on the posture. Again, shoulders out of ears, and then exhale, just initiating that tiny movement from those lower tummy muscles. Inhale, rising. Let's do that one more time. So we're gonna really start small, and then we're just gonna make this bigger and bigger. Inhale, rising. Now you're gonna move off the sits bones to the back pockets, and now I want you to feel like you're almost on your tailbone now. You should feel that energy traveling from the lower abs more to the mid abs, right around the belly button. Inhale, bringing it back up, and then exhale from your glutes to your tailbone. One more time. Inhale and exhale. As you find your tailbone, you should still have that soft, gentle bend in your elbows here. Inhale, we're going to take it one more time, a little further. So back to the glutes, the tailbone. Now maybe a little bit closer to your sacrum, and I want you to feel like you're kind of hanging on to the backs of those legs there as you really draw the tummy muscles in, creating as much space between belly and thighs. Inhale, we're going to bring it all the way back up. Exhale, the more we can feel that engagement through the core as we're really trying to tuck and get as much mobility in our pelvis, the more our lower back is going to loosen up here. Exhale. Good. Oh, we are going to hold here. Lift your toes up a little bit. Really feel those tummy muscles. Hang on as much as you need to. You're going to inhale, lift your chest, lift your chin, and then exhale, tucking the chin, tucking the chest, feeling those abdominal muscles on the exhale. Inhale, lifting and opening, feeling length. And then exhale, tucking the chin, tucking the chest, feeling those abdominal muscles engage while still hanging on. And one more time, exhaling here. And then we're going to come all the way back up. From here, let's rock it back just to our tailbone now. And then I actually want you to take your hands now behind you. And we're going to do that same thing, that movement through our pelvis while supported on our elbows. So I want you to almost feel like you're pushing your belly forward and your pubic bone forward. Now I want you to do the opposite. Curl the pubic bone in, rocking back towards your sacrum. So you kind of feel like you're balancing on that bony part right now. Inhale, you're going to push forward. This is going to feel like your cow stretch. As you exhale and you pull those tummy muscles in and up and you rock back, we want to feel that in the core. And that should feel like your cat stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to hold that scoop. Now, if you need to bring your feet in a little closer, that should feel comfortable, or adjusting your elbows at all. We want to hold the energy in our center so we're not relaxed here. We want to feel that lift and zip. And we're just going to come into a single knee march here. As you exhale, we're going to pull one knee to chest, all the breath out. Inhale, release down lightly, and we want to avoid rocking the pelvis. Now exhale, alternating, lifting, and inhale, softly lowering. We want to focus on feeling like our hip bones are bolting together here. And exhale. Inhale, lowering. Exhale, lifting. Feeling like you're zipping up a really tight pair of skinny jeans from the bottom to the top for 4. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 2. If you got a header behind me, just make sure you even out. We like everything even in Pilates. Both feet are nice and light here. When you're ready, we're going to come into just a little gentle knee sway. So let the knees fall over to one side and then actively kind of push the hip forward so you really feel that opening. And we'll come back to center. Got a little crack there. Anybody else? A little back crack on that. Back to center. Let's go 2 more each side. Just a gentle little knee sway here. Back to center. Exhale, releasing. One more time, right and left. And bring it back to center here. We're going to slowly inch our way all the way down to our back room here. So Just let yourself come down all the way nice and flat. So now that we're on our backs, we're going to revisit that movement through our pelvis that we did seated in recline. So again, the more we can focus on our tummy muscles initiating the movement, the more we're going to start to feel our spine getting longer, our back muscles elongating and loosening up. But we want to just focus. We're going to find these 5 imaginary buttons in our middle. So starting at your pubic bone, I want you to start to initiate the movement from button number 1. So as you exhale, you're going to start to tip your pubic bone up, and you're just going to feel like your back pockets are slightly coming off the mat. And the only thing that you're going to really notice here is your lower back is going to draw into the mat more. There's just a subtle activation in our core. Now inhale, release to neutral. So now you should feel like you have that natural curve back underneath your lower back. Exhale again, just a really small pelvic tilt to initiate button 1, moving the pubic bone. Inhale back to neutral. Let's do that again one more time at button number 1. Exhale. Inhale back to neutral. Now we're going to travel up button number 2 between pubic bone and navel. So now you're going to feel like your tailbone is slightly curling off the mat, but that lower back is still connected. Inhale back to neutral pelvis, little curve there. Exhale, button 1 to button 2. So we should feel that lower ab band engaging a little bit more here. And try to keep those glutes as relaxed as you can. One more time, button 1 and button 2. Inhale, release to neutral. Now we're going to zip all the way up to the belly button, button 3. Exhale, curling button 1, 2, button 3. Now you're going to feel a little bit more like tailbone waistband is off the mat, maybe a little bit of the lower back, and releasing back down. Exhale, peeling up button 1, button 2, button 3. Again, we should really feel that waistband engagement. Inhale back to neutral. One more time here. Exhale, button 1, 2, and 3. Upper abdominals are drawing the ribs into the mat, and release back to neutral. Now we're going to take it up to button 4. Exhale, we're going to zip button 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now the lower back is coming off the mat, but we want to feel like our sports bra band is still anchoring down because we're not quite at button 5 yet. Inhale, release button 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, peeling button 1, 2, 3, and 4. Doing your best to try to keep those glutes relaxed and just focus on what's happening in your center. Inhale, release to neutral. Exhale, button 1, 2, 3, 4. Really feel your spine starting to roll like a wave. Inhaling back to neutral. Now we're going button 5 all the way up into a full bridge here. Rolling button 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to feel a little bit more glute engagement at the top. And now we're fully releasing. Sports bras button 5. Upper abs button 4, belly button mid abs 3, lower abs 2, tailbone pubic bone 1. Let's take that full lift 2 more times. Inhale, rolling button 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Trying to keep those glutes turned off until the very last moment, and then roll it away. Button 5, 4. Glutes stay turned on as you're rolling down. 3, 2, and 1. Last time here. Peeling up, button 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rolling down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms are going to come out to a T here. Just let those knees, again, sway over to the right. Very similar to what we did seated. Now recline back to center and then over to the left. Really feeling the obliques, the side bodies get a little bit of lengthening here. And I like to actively kind of reach the hip bone away from the armpit, trying to draw the top knee towards the mat. And then just doing whatever feels really good in your body today. Again, this is all about relieving tension, pain, tightness in our back and spine. Let those knees fall over to one side, and then just go ahead and gently start to press your way on up to your seat. And you're going to be facing the long edge of the mat here, so whatever way feels best that you can still look at the screen and still see me. We are going to have a nice wide straddle here. If you have tight hip flexors, you can always bend your knee. You could always roll your mat up to give you a little extra lift if you need to, or if you have a yoga block or a pillow cushion that you'd like to sit on, that's always a great option as well here. we are going to work on some spinal alignment. So let's flex our feet. We're going to pull the toes back and try to, again, sit up nice and tall. So we've been doing a lot of rocking back. Now we're going to rock forward here. So as we exhale, we want to round the spine forward, pulling the tummy muscles in as much as we can and start to reach through. I like to keep activation in the legs by almost trying to lift your heels off the mat here as much as you can. You feel stretching in your hamstrings through that. Big breath in, nice and tall here. As we exhale, we're going to round forward. And the more we pull the toes back, engage your thighs. Almost feel your kneecaps lifting up. Inhale, stacking the spine really tall. Really good postural work here. Exhale, rounding through. We're going to do this 3 more times. Squeezing and engaging every muscle in your body. Inhale, rolling the spine back up nice and tall. Let's go 2 more. Exhale. Rounding, giving baby a hug, making belly button disappear. Inhale. Last one. Exhale, rounding, rounding, rounding into that reach, reach, reach. Now, if you want, you could reach your ankles, shins, maybe your toes, and then we're going to give it a little lift here, pulling the toes up or pulling up on your shins or ankles, trying to create space in your spine. Create space and synovial fluid through those vertebrae, and then go ahead and just relax it again on your exhales. So our inhales, we're actively trying to create space. So you're going to inhale, fill up, fill up, fill up, hang on tight, and almost feel like you're like detaching your upper half of your body from your lower half of your body. So it's very active opening, and then exhale, let it release. Let's do that one more time. Grab hold, feel like your ribs are pulling up and away from your hip bones, and then exhale, we're going to release it here. Good. Go ahead and just slowly rebuild your spine again. Bring your legs back together as you face forward to the front edge of your mat. Bend your knees, and let's go ahead and lower ourselves back down onto our elbows and forearms here. And we want to revisit that movement through our pelvis. So you're going to draw the pubic bone in and up, feeling that lower core engagement. And we're going to come into a single leg stretch here. So right knee is going to hug up to your chest. Tummy muscles are pulled away. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to push your leg nice and long and focus on that connection to your center. Inhaling to bend, exhaling to extend. As you're pulling out, we want to pull in. Bend on the inhale and exhale, extend. 2 more, and we're going to move to a scissor straight leg. And last one, exhaling to extend. We're going to hold there. Now inhale to lift straight up. Feel the stretch in your hamstring, especially as we go into a flex foot there. Oh my gosh, lower down, exhale. Anybody else feeling really tight in their hamstrings this morning? Point, flex, and exhale to lower. Point, lift, pause, flex, exhale to lower. Still focusing on that connection in your center as you're exhaling to lower. Now we've been here for a little bit, so we might be noticing we're dropping in the shoulders a little bit. So push those elbows into your mat and keep working on the lift through the chest. We're going to take it up to the sky here. Now cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Draw your right knee away from your shoulder, and let's do a little rock over to the left. So your right knee is pointed up towards the sky. Nice little piriformis stretch, a nice gentle rotation through the lumbar spine. We're going to pull it back to center here. Go ahead and uncross, and we're going to repeat that on the left side. Starting in tabletop as we inhale, and then exhale, we're going to push away. As you push away, you pull in. Bend on the inhale. Exhaling to extend. Focus on what's happening in your center and make sure that we're not slouching. So again, a lot of postural work in Pilates. A lot of postural work helps make the back feel so much better. Last one in the single leg stretch, and we're going to hold long on the exhale. Now inhale, we're going to lift to the sky, pause, flex, and exhale, lower away. Point, lift, inhale, pause, flex, exhale, lower away, and drawing the belly button in and up. And 2 more, exhale. And last one, 2 exhale. Now we're going to inhale, lift to the sky, cross over, ankle over the right knee and thigh, and then we're going to let the right knee drop over. And how are we feeling? Things are loosening up, coming back to center. And we're going to let the leg go down And then again, just inch your arms forward and make your way slowly down onto your back. Let's begin to bring the right knee in towards the chest here. So you're going to revisit this on our backs. Chin is slightly tucked in. You're going to give that right knee a really good squeeze. So we want to work on deepening our hip flexion in our hip and then also coming out to that extension. So you're going to exhale, extend that right leg nice and long. Arms are going to be reaching. Tummy muscles are drawing in. We want to maintain our nice imprinted spine. So you should really feel that core engagement there. And then inhale, we're going to pull 2 squeezes at the chest and exhale, extend. 3 more here, 2 pulls in and exhale, extend. 2 pulls in and exhale, extend. One more time, we are going to extend and hold the leg long, and now we're going to lift into that scissor pull. So you're going to bring it up, 2 pulls to the top, and then exhale to extend. Now, if you are expecting, head can stay down, but if you'd like to lift your head on this sequence, we can come up into our head nod and curl, holding the head up as we move into that double scissor pull at the top, feeling a little bit more of that range of motion increasing in the hamstring with that pull. Now let's combo it. So hold it long on the exhale, bring it in, 1, 2, extend, lift, pull up, up, exhale, extend, double pull, knee to chest, exhale, extend, lift it up, pull, pull, exhale, extend. One more apiece, extend and lift, pull, pull, extend, bend the knee, and if your head was up, go ahead and lower the head down as we prepare for the other side. Bringing in the left knee, grab hold, starting with the head down, first set, double pull, 2 in, exhale, extend, focus on the core. Again, as you move away from your center, we want to keep drawing that energy in and up. 3 more, double pull, again, really working on the flexion in those pulls, deepening the hip crease and the length in the hip flexor as you extend. Last one, pull, pull, exhale, reach away, lift, grab hold, scissor pull, head could come up here if you choose, pull, pull, exhale, lower, pull, pull, exhale, lower, double pull, and lower, really focusing on the imprinting down and into the mat. One more, and we combo it. Now bring the knee in, single leg, stretch to scissor, single leg, double pull, stretch to scissor. One more apiece. Really get that hamstring nice and lengthen. Everything in the back body is connected. Bend the knee and then slowly coming in here. Arms are going to return out to our T. Let's cross the right ankle over the left thigh and go ahead and let the leg sway over to the left here. And we're going to come back to center. Quick change of legs and do that on the other side. Crossing over to the right. And bringing it back to center. Uncross, let the knees sway over to one side, gently turn yourself over, and let's press ourselves up. Again, facing the long edge of your mat here. We are gonna revisit that straddle positioning, flexing your feet. We don't wanna go over wide here, so maybe just a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. Again, if you've got tight hip flexors, tight hamstrings, and things are just screaming here, really recommend boosting the body up, rolling up your mat if you need to. Arms are going to come out to a T on this one. We're going to really work on posture, sitting up as tall as we can, and then we're going to bring our hands to our shoulders. Elbows are trying to stay wide. We're going to work on a little rotation. So go ahead and start to twist to your left. Now tip your right elbow down towards your right knee and really lift the left elbow up to the sky. We really feel that nice stretch through the left side body. We're going to come on up. It's a tiny little twist to the right, and then we're bringing the left elbow to the left knee and then really stretch the right elbow up towards the sky. Coming back up, rotate over, tiny little twist to angle to the left so that right elbow can reach towards right knee, and then lift and open left side body. Back up tall to center, twist, and left elbow, left knee, and send that right arm up towards the sky. Coming back to center here, the arms are going to go out to a T. We're going to exhale, twist to the left, inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. The arms are going to move a little bit more now here. as we have them to a T versus when they were on our shoulders. Let's go one more time. Exhale. Now back to center, and we're going to take that twist to the left. Now we're going to reach right hand towards the left foot, and then send your back hand up to the sky as much as you can here. Inhale, coming up. Gentle little rotation over to the right side and reach the left hand towards the right foot and see if we can keep that energy in the feet. Flex the feet, toes to sky. Coming on up. One more time each side. A little reach over. Inhale, stacking the spine and twist. Exhale, reach to the right. Come up nice and tall here, and let's go ahead and relax the arms. You're going to bend your left knee in, and we're going to come on up onto our left knee into a side kneeling position here. Right leg's going to be extended out nice and long. Yeah, and if we need to double cushion the mat here, that's hard on the knees. You can always roll one side over. Arms are out nice and long here. We're going to come into a lateral stretch, so down towards that right leg, and a side body reach over. Really lift up and out of your left side. So it's more about the stretch on the left side than it is reaching down on the right side. Again, trying to create as much length as we can here. And then we're going to open back up. Hands are going to come behind your head here. We're going to curl forward, rounding out the spine, and sit back towards your heel. Nice little thigh stretch there as well. We're going to come on up, stacking tall here, arms to a T. Lift out of the left side as you reach and elongate towards the right. Arms back to the T, hands go behind the head. You're going to start to curl the spine slightly forward as you find that gentle flexion as you sit back on the heel. We're coming back up one more time here. Arms to that T, lift for the sky, reach and open up through the left side body. Arms back to the T, stack the spine, hands behind, round and curl. Feel the abdominals activate as you sit back towards the heel there. Beautiful. Let's do that on the other side, just doing a little quick change of the legs here. Extend the left, balancing on the right, arms to a T. Let's find that nice lateral reach up towards the sky. Again, it's all about length. The right arm is reaching, open to a T, hands behind the head. Exhale, curl through the spine, sit back towards the heel. Coming back up, stacking tall, open, and lift to reach. Big breath in. Back to your T. Exhale, hands behind the head, curling forward. Inhale, back up. One more time into that nice side body reach. Opening back up to your T and hands behind your head. Last time here. Rounding forward, sit back, and let's go ahead and come back up. Arms to a T, and make your way back to all fours. Hands and knees into your tabletop position. We're going to come into a hovering tabletop, into a brief downward dog, and then we're going to do some active retraction through the spine in a standing forward fold position. So feel the core muscles lift your knees up, float to hover, tuck the chin, walk the hands back towards your toes, nice and wide here with your stance. I'm going to have you grab behind the backs of your knees and really go for it. Like grab opposite wrist forearm there. So kind of like the crease of your elbows are in the back crease of your knee. We're going to just drop the head, really relax everything in on the exhale. Very similarly to what we did seated, we're going to give the back a lift here. So I want you to try to pull the tummy muscles up and away from your thighs, and you should feel like this push-pull energy and your lower back really opening there. Again, trying to create some space between the vertebrae. And then exhale, go ahead and soften, bend the knees, let belly rest on the thighs a little bit, head draping down. I'll go ahead and again, lift and open. Feel the shoulder blades even stretching apart. The more we scoop those tummy muscles in, hang on tight, feel that push-pull energy, and exhale, releasing. Are we feeling that, ladies? That feels so good, right? This is like one of my favorite releases for the lower back. Really feel that opening, tummy muscles pulling in and up, and then exhale, let it go. It's work for sure. Pulling one more time, opening, releasing, lifting, and then exhale, just kind of surrender here. Let's take just a really gentle opposite elbow ragdoll squeeze here, even just giving the head a little shake, yes and no.
Good. Let's take a gentle bend in the knees, and we're going to roll all the way back up to standing, stacking the vertebrae one at a time, head being the last thing to come up. Stepping to the top of your mat. I think we deserve a nice little cool down stretch after that. So let's take a deep inhale, reach those arms up, find length. And then exhale, let's forward fold. Hinging at the waist, taking your time. Inhale, finding that flat back, finding a little extra length now that our spine is so long. Exhale, we're going to plant those hands. We're going to keep the right foot forward, then take a giant step back with the left foot, bending into the front knee. Drop that back knee onto the mat and untuck the back toe. Taking your fingers, you're going to interlace them, press them on top of the knee. Deep inhale, let those hips sink down, lift the chest, lift the gaze. And then as we exhale, we're going to plant those hands, straighten the front legs, sit the hips back, peel the toes off the mat, flex those toes towards your face, really getting into the back of the leg. Inhale, lunging back forward, hands come to the top of the knee, lift the chest, lift the gaze. And exhale, sit the hips back. Good. 3 more times just like that, moving at your own pace. Let your breath guide how fast you go here. Inhaling as you come forward, exhale as you release back. Good. Last one here, release back. And then we're going to inhale, lunge back forward. Hands are going to come to the inside of that front foot. You're going to toe heel the right foot to the outer edge of the mat, and then bring that toe up a little bit further towards the top of the mat, creating a little extra space, bringing your hands along with your foot. Good. Now, if you want to find a little bit of movement here, rocking from side to side, if it's more comfortable, you can turn this right foot out to an angle. And if you have it in your practice, maybe even coming down onto your forearms, getting that really deep stretch in the hips and the hip flexor. And since our hips do hold a lot of emotions, a lot of tension, this one tends to bring up some sort of something in my students, whether that be irritation, emotion, even giddiness. Just tune into that, noticing that emotional release, whatever it comes out as. If you are down on your forearms, go ahead and press yourself up. We're going to sit the hips back, take that right foot back to meet the left, and then just let your hips rock from side to side here. Or finding whatever movement feels good in your body. And then we'll take the left foot in between the hands at the top of the mat, interlacing those fingers, pressing them on top of the knee. Deep inhale, let those hips sink down, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, press into that front foot, sit the hips back. Hands are going to frame the front foot. Peel the toes off the mat and flex them towards your face. Inhale, lunging back forward. Drop the hips, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, release the hips back. 3 more times on your own. Connecting to that breath. Yes. Just taking a moment to reflect on all your hard work today. Maybe even recalling that intention that you set at the beginning of your practice and thinking of the ways that it brought in throughout your practice. We're going to lunge back forward, taking the hands to the inside of the left foot. Left foot's going to toe heel to the outer edge of the mat, and then toe heel it up a little bit further, getting a little bit extra space in the body. Hands are going to go with the foot. Good. Option to bring a little bit of rocking or coming down to your forearms if that's in your practice. You could even tuck that back toe, maybe lift the back leg off the mat if you want to bring in a little more action to the pose, make it a little more challenging for you. As Kayla mentioned, posture has a lot to do with back pain. Sometimes where our hips are located can cause tightness in the hamstrings, causing tightness in the lower back. And with the hips holding a lot of that tension, causing tightness all over the rest of the body. If you are on your forearms, press yourself up. We're going to sit the hips back. Left foot is going to come back to meet the right. We're going to kick the feet off to the side. Come to a seated position. Hands will come behind you. Feet come as wide as the mat. And your knees just windshield wiper from side to side. Good. Let's find stillness. We're going to take the left foot, bend the knee, take the foot into the right thigh. Right leg's going to be straight. Taking your torso directly over that right leg, or if you have a pregnant belly, you can bring it right on the inside of the right leg. Finding length as you inhale, grow through the spine. And then as you exhale, hinging at the waist here, leading with the chest down towards the leg. Your hands can come to the thigh, the ankle, the foot. And then as you release down, just round the back. Let your head release. Nice deep breaths into the backs, into the sides. And then as you exhale and release that breath, allowing your body to release just a little bit more. On your inhale, slowly walking yourself back up. We're going to take the left hand, place it behind you, and then right arm is going to swoop up overhead as you press your hips towards the sky, squeezing the glutes at the top, finding a nice hip back stretch, and then exhale, release all the way back down. Switching to the other side, left leg extends, right foot goes into the left thigh, chest goes over that left leg or slightly on the inside. Deep inhale, and then exhale, walk those hands out to wherever you can find a nice stretch, but you're not pressing yourself down too far. And then once you get there, let your head round. Taking this moment to find a little bit of gratitude for the movement that your body does allow you. Gratitude for showing up in this space today. Starting this day on such an amazing, positive note. Taking time for yourself. Inhale, slowly walk yourself up. Right hand is going to go behind you. Left arm comes up as you press those hips to the sky, the ceiling. Deep inhale and exhale, release down. So we're going to come to Shavasana now. If you want to come to a seated position, more than welcome to do that. Maybe come down onto your left side, or if you like, come all the way down onto your back. And if you do come onto your back, you can take your feet as wide as the mat. Let those knees just fall in together, or extend the legs all the way out. Palms facing up if you're looking to receive anything and to close off this practice, or maybe if you want a little bit more grounding down, pressing those palms down into the mat or into your thighs. Feeling all of those pressure points weighing down, connected to the ground, the mat. Taking a deep breath in, filling your body up with a nice oxygenated inhale, nourishing those muscles that work so hard for you. And then as you exhale, allow those muscles to soften, releasing all the muscles around the eyes, the cheeks, and the jaw. And letting go of all those areas that don't need to support you. One more deep inhale in. And as you exhale out, let go of any emotions, any feelings, any thoughts, anything that's not serving you or not yours now. And on your next inhale, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing a little bit of movement back into the body. Reaching the arms long overhead in a good morning stretch and pausing to notice how you feel. And then making it the slowest movement of your day, roll over and come up to a nice seated, comfortable seated position. Good. On your next deep inhale, reach the arms up overhead, take the palms to touch, and the exhale, hands down to heart center and Anjali Mudra. And be grateful for showing up in this practice today. Kayla and I are so appreciative of you being here on your mats, showing up for yourself. Thank you for joining us. Namaste.